What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? This is MFL Total Access. I'm Will Power. This is Habibi. We ain't got no Terry today. Looks like I'll be yelled at a little bit less. I'll be doing the yelling this time. It's great to be here. I feel like I haven't been here in a while. It's freezing, that's why I have my windbreaker on.
Show the people what you have on.
So I bought in Miami. Pretty proud of it, I'm not gonna lie.
Put the hoodie on. It's Dolphins, baby!
Come on now. Fins up. Alright.
I'm not gonna lie, Willie, when you walked in, I looked at it and I was like, respect.
It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
We got the only team ever in professional sports to go undefeated right here, like the Cowboys or any other team. Fins up.
1972, you weren't even your dad's balls.
My dad was 8.
Exactly my point.
Let's hope I wasn't.
Some stuff we have to say apparently, because Terry's not here, but he sent us a bunch of notes.
More like a novel.
More like a novel, you're right. Willie couldn't read it. It was too many words.
Too many. So
I'm gonna take care of it. I just have to find it.
Mathieu Dumel sent us a few side bits too, which is awesome.
Yep.
So thank you for that. Crazy to think that we're already at the playoff push, though. When you think about it.
I know, it's crazy. What, like 2 or 3 weeks left?
I'm not good with math, but we only have a few more games left until the playoffs begin. I don't think many divisions, or outside the divisions, playoff spots are still up for grabs. No one's playing for seeding unless you've clinched.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's pretty exciting.
Nice. Just to give a general warning for people to stop being babies. I'm reading exactly what Terry sent me. And whining also. We heard that it happened a lot in the past weekends. We're not going to mention any names. We're a plane in the air. Oh, it looks like it's airborne. And stop whining to the refs. Stop complaining to the refs. We were missing a lot of refs the past weekend. Some of us did 5 slots in a row. It was really hot outside.
I did double duty for like the second time ever.
That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Please be kind to refs, and I'm putting myself into that. It's okay to get intense. It's okay to have not patience, passion.
Be passionate, yeah. Be passionate.
Be passionate, 100%. Just be respectful. Stop whining for every call. Sometimes it's not going to go your way. It's okay. Sometimes ref make mistakes. It's also okay. Just go with the flow. Get to the field to have fun. Obviously win, ball out, but be respectful and stop whining to the ref.
Because no ref before the game is saying, okay, I want this team to win, I want that team to win, right?
1,000%.
I mean, sometimes I look at my picks and I'll say, okay, I think this is whatever.
Never.
But yeah, so just
it never happens.
No, don't take anything to heart or personally.
Exactly.
And like we said, we're missing refs, so if you want a ref, we're looking for us for the fall season.
Yep, you can write to Terry, not Willie.
No,
Terry. There you go.
Get lost in translation. Was that it?
It was it for the intro.
Okay, are we doing like Matt stuff first, Terry stuff first, or just jump into divisions?
What do you mean?
Like, let's just jump into divisions, right?
What do you want to do before we jump into divisions?
No, because like wasn't Terry saying we had to say something beforehand? Like he wrote the novel. Was that before we get into it or as we get into it?
That was the only note he had for intro, and then he had other notes for like different divisions.
Let's get into the game you and I ref together.
Yep.
That was a very, very well ref game, if I must say so myself. Mustard Tigers.
Okay, we're starting D3.
Yeah, D3. Yeah, today we're gonna mix and match. So Terry's not here. We don't have to do the orders.
Willie's taking over.
Oh, this thing, my parents are gone, and I'm jumping on the bed and I'm throwing parties and having all the candy and drinks I can. Okay, D3. Mustard Tigers, Iron Wolves.
What a game!
So the first 2.5 minutes, Iggy had 3 interceptions on defense.
Yep.
Looked like he was gonna break the record, which I don't know what the record is because MFL doesn't hold that type of stuff. But Terry was asking me in the car, how was this game so close? With Iron Wolves doing so well defensively, his Mustard Tigers defense played a heck of a game too. And you look at the stats in the game, and Brian Mustard's stats weren't great. He'll be the first to tell you he didn't have a good game, but he also didn't have much help from his receivers. There was plays that they went off G's hands and it was picked, and like Brian was just laughing on the sideline. It was kind of that type of game offensively for the Tigers. But they ended up getting things together, and the game was in jeopardy for the Wolves, who are fighting for a playoff spot, but Jason clutched down. Big plays were made. I believe it was Alex that got touched on late in the game that kind of sealed it.
Yes.
It was a very impressive win for Iron Wolves, who were underdogs in this game, right? Mustard Tigers are a great team.
Yeah, for sure. And it's crazy, you mentioned it. With 9 minutes left in the first half, the score was 7-0. And there was 5 picks thrown by both teams and 1 turnover on downs. So, like, I don't know if it was more the defense showing up or if both quarterbacks really struggled. I think it was a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because, like, Iggy made plays.
I gotta give credit. Iggy's picks were he was making plays.
It was maybe like one where I feel like Brian didn't see him.
He undercut it, I think.
But the two other were really, really, really nice picks. I think at like the 10-minute mark, I went on my phone and looked at the rule book to see like if Terry changed something and if like the more interception you threw, the more chances you have to win in the game.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like this.
I think there was one point where Brian had more interceptions than completions.
It was crazy. I felt like they were playing hot potato.
Yeah.
I don't want the ball. No,
No.
I don't want. No, you don't want the ball. Like,
It's a great game when you're a kid.
Yeah. Like, as much as we like to see points and offense, it was really nice to see guys jumping over the roof and like cutting routes and shit and getting picks.
Yeah.
A really, really, really good game for Iron Wolves. And like, listen, it was close, but it was close because I feel like Jason was forcing the ball at some point where he shouldn't, right? And I'm gonna give him credit because he's the type of quarterback that likes to throw deep.
That's what I was going to say. Okay, I'll let you finish your point.
He loves to throw deep. And, like, who doesn't like to throw deep, right? But you have to take what the defense is giving you. And I really, really felt like that's exactly what he did on the first drive. The first drive, he drove the whole field. He completed a pass for 8 yards, and 3 yards, and 4 yards, and 6 yards, and 5 yards. He got the touchdown. And then he completed a pass for 3 yards, and then incomplete turnover on downs because he tried to get the deep ball. After that, he came back to trying to get like short yardage with 8, 11 yards, 7 yards, 4 yards, and then gets another touchdown. Then you're like, okay, you're up 13-0, 15-0. You got the 2-point convert, the 1-point convert. You're up 15-0. Take care of the ball, and then you're fine, right? And then he started to throw the deep ball, and then G picked him off at one point. Then he also tried to go for the deep ball. Tyler sacked him at one point.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be able to take what the defense is giving you, and then the deep ball is going to get open. And with a guy like Chris with so much experience on his offense, I know it's tough sometimes to listen to Chris, but he was right in this game, especially. Take what the defense is giving you, go with the short ball, and eventually the deep is going to get open. And that's exactly what he did at the end of the game. He threw a really nice deep ball to Iggy. He scored a touchdown with that. I really feel like it gave them like a good cushion for them to take a little chill pill before the end of the game. And you're right. You mentioned it earlier. He threw a 5-yard hook to Alex on the sideline. He broke like 2 tackles and then he took it to the house. It was a nice play, but let your guys get the ball into your guys' hands and let them make plays.
For sure. I think situational is the big thing here for Jason. I don't mind. Like, I know you you go short to set up the deep. Sometimes I don't mind. You go deep first, and your defense backs up, and you're setting up the short.
Yeah.
So to play devil's advocate, I would say that, but I do think situational football is important. Maybe Jason learned a little bit from that, but at the end of the day, that's kind of how he plays. Yeah. And to put things in perspective, this was a big win for Iron Wolves because they were 1-5. Their slim playoff hopes are now still there. I just said at 2-5, and they're basically a game behind Ben, who are 4-5 because they played 2 more games. So technically, that's like a game behind. Iron Wolves needed the win. They got the win. After the game, they were saying, that's 1. Let's go for 3 more, and we'll see what they can do because this team is experienced. They don't have an easy schedule to finish off the year. They got Red Cats, Mustard Tigers, and Pocket Rockets once more. But I think it's a perfect segue. Red Cats, Jeff, I was going to say Salvin, lose their 4th straight game after starting 4-0. And I know Avery was not there in this game. Ben threw. Ben's also throwing in Division 5, which is not as competitive as Div 3, but still a guy who has thrown. I'm not sure if Avery was there, if they were going to win the game anyway. I think right now Red Cats are on a slide, and
a big slide.
It's a slide that's slippery and it's steep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you see ref any of this game?
No, I did not. But it's good that we mentioned it because I remember after the first 4 weeks, 5 weeks, so they had the bye in week 4. But Red Cats were 4-0. And obviously, we talk a lot about Average Joes when it comes to this division, but we were asking ourselves who's the team that could beat Average Joes. We all said Red Cats, and since then, it's 6 points on offense, 19 points on offense, 19 points on offense, and 6 points on offense. That's really, really bad. You're not going to win a football game by not being able to break the 20-point mark in 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing Iron Wolves, who are red hot right now. They're fighting for a playoff spot. They're gonna come in hot. Red Cats, I feel like it's a perfect game for them because yes, it's a team that's on paper less talented than them,
Mm-hmm.
but they're hot right now, so it's a good it's a good way to bounce back. I
Right.
They're gonna give them like a run for their money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they're playing the team who's last in the standings, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to bounce back against those teams. You want to bounce back against a team who's hot. I hope Avery's gonna be back. I hope they're gonna be back they're gonna be able to bounce back because right now they're sitting at 4-4, 6 in the standing. I don't think they're in like if they win this weekend against Iron Wolves, then maybe
there's a chance they miss the playoffs.
Yeah, there's a chance they miss the playoff. Yeah.
Not a big chance, but there's a chance they miss the playoffs. I don't think they will. But this is a team that's not made just to make the playoffs, right? They're deep, and I'm not sure what the problem is. Maybe relying too much on their football pedigree and their kind of athleticism.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is, but it's going to be imperative for them to win at least one more game heading into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm, for sure, because you don't want to get into the playoffs cold.
No, definitely not.
Red hot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like when you look at this team, if I'm at the top of the standings,
mm-hmm.
I don't want to play them. Right.
That's fair too.
Because it's a really, really good team on paper. You don't know what could happen. Mm-hmm. But then again, they're not showing anything.
Yeah.
They're not showing anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to see though, because I was rooting for them, and I really, really hope they're going to be able to bounce back.
I think they will. It's like I said, they got to at least go 1-1, if not 2-0 would be nice.
Okay, question for you.
Yeah.
What's more likely to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Iron Wolves making the playoffs or Red Cats missing the playoffs?
That's a great question. What's more likely?
Yep. If you have to bet your money on something, Iron Wolves making the playoffs or Red Cats missing the playoffs? Like, it's a guarantee.
I'm going to say Iron Wolves making the playoffs.
I think I agree.
I like this. I haven't checked the schedule or anything.
I think I agree.
We just checked the schedule.
Yeah.
It's too cold in here. But it's something about a wolf. Once you're a wolf, you kind of grind games out. You know what I mean? You grind. Well, think another thing. Iron Wolves are playing Red Cats, right? And if Iron Wolves won that game, that's maybe another team they're battling for the playoffs. That becomes a huge game for both teams. So I'm going to say Iron Wolves making the playoffs. But that's a compliment to both teams, right? Because it means Iron Wolves will make the playoffs, and it means Red Cats won't miss the playoffs. So I think that was the correct answer.
I don't think there was a wrong or correct answer.
Yeah, but it was the more polite answer.
Yeah, but
it's an answer I would have picked regardless.
Yeah, but don't be polite.
No, that's what I just said.
We're not here to make friends,
It's
Willie.
an answer I would have picked regardless. No, you're certainly not here to make friends.
No.
That's Jason.
Who?
Jason.
Jason who?
Speaking of Jason, Armonti.
What a great... You're
I'm
really good at this,
sorry,
huh?
See, when Terry's not here, my two brothers get to sign out, get out of my shell. All right, Average Joe's looking not so average, beating Phoenix with our boy JF Dafour throwing in this game. Average Joe's 44-25.
The lows.
Well, some say Delos. And they keep that train moving. I will say one thing. Credit to the Average Joe's defense that won them this game. Jason threw 7 touchdowns, which is great, but he also threw 3 picks.
Classic Jason.
Right? So take it or leave it. 7 touchdowns is good. The 3 interceptions is not good. But they were able to get 6 interceptions were the Average Joe's defense.
And here in the notes that Terry sent me, Dalos, who played in that game, you just mentioned it, not just full Dalos, who played in that game. I wanted to give a big shout out to Jerome, who's we're also going to talk about later in Division 2, because he also balled the heck out. He said he was a big stud in Division 3. Also mentioned Khalil, a really
good rusher. Yes.
I always found Khalil to be really good.
Offensively, he's good too, though.
Yeah, but as a rusher, he's so big.
Yeah.
Like, he takes the whole middle lane.
Yeah.
You can't go over him.
No, I know when we played them, first 2 plays of the game, he knocked down 2 of Pio's balls.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
The guy's 7'7".
Yeah, maybe think 7'6", but...
Yeah. Anyway, and he also mentioned that he's really excited to see Average Joe's in Division 2. He also said that.
If Average Joe's don't win it this year, they're
going to Division 2.
Okay.
For sure. Well, we spoke about it, me and Terry, when you were in Miami, and you didn't watch the show. But yeah, Terry put his...
Foot down.
He put his foot down. He put his half commish hat on because it's like him and John now, right?
Yeah.
And he said that they're moving to Division 2 regardless. So Average Joe's.
You ready to hear first?
It's now or never. So yeah, Jerome balling out like we mentioned for reception, 81 yards, a touchdown. Our guy Rob also getting a touchdown, and Justin Salonga was also really really good.
Yes.
I find he's shifty.
Yeah.
Just give him the ball and he's gonna get you some yaks.
Get you a little something.
Yeah, a little something. And also I have to mention Nick Cousset, who sucked balls, only one reception for 14 yards.
I guess all that talking was getting to his hands.
That's good.
Thank you.
I like that. Oh yeah, I spoke too fast. You got a pick 6.
Oh,
let's not mention that.
It's 2 catches.
Yeah, let's not mention that. But yeah, speaking of Khalil, we said that he balled out. He got 2 sacks on defense. Jerome another pick on defense also, and Justin also added a pick on defense. For Average Joe's, I mean, it's Average Joe's being Average Joe's, right? Geoffrey led the way with 86 yards, a touchdown. I feel like he's been getting that every week now.
Yeah, he's a mean guy.
Jason Edwards, who was back this week.
Yes, great to see him.
Yeah, really happy to see him. He got 2 touchdowns and a 2-point cover. He didn't skip a beat, sir. And except that, like, everybody ate on Average Joe's, right? That's
it's a feast.
That's the standard for them. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys with touchdowns. 7 guys with at least 1 reception. So, look, we mentioned it. I'm really, really sick and tired of mentioning it. But yeah, Average Joe's, who they have a differential of 185 right now.
That's pretty good.
You better not choke.
Why don't we say they better win? Because my dad always said, your mind doesn't hear don't not know. So whenever my mom tells my dad, don't leave the dishes there, he leaves the dishes there.
So?
Because your mind doesn't hear don't not know. So you tell Average Joe's, win the chip.
And then they'll choke?
No. Well,
I want
you want them to choke.
Yes.
Okay, now so tell them don't choke.
Do not choke!
Do not.
Obviously, I want them to choke. Are you serious?
Well, I mean, I kind of do too because I kind of play that division. But
there you go.
Jason, against all odds, you got this. All right.
It is against all odds. They're 8-0 and it's against all odds. It's crazy. All right, enough of Irish Joes. Let's go to Mustard and Bin. I also ref that game.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yes, I did. Listen, I ref all the games, I feel.
Yeah, good call.
What do I have to say? Oh, yeah, that game. Yeah, David Michaud really struggled.
Yeah, surprising.
Yeah, he's really, really, really struggled. I see him throw in the past. I felt like he was a good quarterback who was able to buy time, run behind the line, beat his rusher, settle his feet, and then throw like a dart to one of his guys. He was bad. Poor guy. He went 11 for 32, not even 150 yards, 1 touchdown, 6 interceptions.
Just an off day?
He was just off.
Okay.
Nothing was working.
Okay.
I think it was the sun. Maybe he didn't drink enough water. Maybe he did a Simon Duchesne. He didn't get his breakfast in the morning. But he was really struggling. And I feel like he has a really good receiving core with William Tremblay, Albert Nguyen, who's also a really, really good receiver. Jean-François, he's a big body. He can always box out people.
I mean, look, at 4-5, they could have afforded that. You don't want to lose again in the next game to be 4-6 and put your playoff lives in jeopardy. But it's also a solid defense you're playing in, right? In Mustard Tigers, they had 2 back-to-back good defensive games.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I really, it was just an off day. It wasn't working.
It happens.
And it happens to the best of us. I really feel like he could bounce back. He's not the type of guy that is going to get down on himself.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to bounce back and be better next week for sure. But for Mustard, they had their second game in, I think it was back-to-back, if I'm not mistaken. But it was in the same day regardless. Even if it's not back-to-back, it was so freaking hot that day.
Trust.
That props to them.
Yeah.
They had a little tent set up. I think they were ready for the sun.
Yeah.
Victor Davis, who's we mentioned it in the past episodes, he's a really, really big time player for them.
Both sides.
G and Thomas, who are the 3-headed monster on that team, for me, they led the way with a touchdown each. And David Brisson, I feel he complements them really well.
He's a guy that kind of fly under the radar.
Exactly. He's been playing for them a couple of seasons now. He's really fast. He's not the biggest, but he has heart. And
he gets open too. He's smart. He finds the holes.
Yeah. The more he plays, also, I think he's a really big IQ guy.
Mm-hmm.
He gets the game. He knows where to sit on the field to get open.
Yeah.
So an easy game for them. They were never in trouble. Defensively, though, I have to give a big shout out to I think it was Jean-Simon Thibodeau. Yeah, he had 2 tackles, an interception, but he was all over the place. We can't see the PDs right here, but I really feel like he had like 6 PDs.
His presence was felt.
Oh my god, yeah. Every time, because I was scorekeeping also at the same time, I was looking for his name every freaking play on defense. He was everywhere. Thomas Côté-Parent also balled out and Will led the way in tackles for his team. Victor G also, they got a double on interceptions and and Thomas who got a pick 6. If I have to build a 35 plus team, Thomas, is he 35 plus for sure?
I think he's 45 plus.
He's on that team.
Yeah,
easy.
Oh, that's fair.
He's probably my second pick after Chris.
That's fair.
Oh, Dad's also over 35. Am I missing someone?
Yes, sure. He's like 65. How old's Kevin? Not that we pick
Kuse?
him. Yeah.
I don't ever pick him.
Oh, he's kind of smart.
Yeah, you can tell me draft a no shirt team, and I would still not pick him. Are you serious?
Be the homeless guy on the block.
Probably.
All right.
Over Kevin?
Yeah.
I'm probably mistaken for the homeless guy around the block.
Shots fired. Touche.
All right, so that's it for Division 3.
Div 4.
Did we miss something? No.
No,
that's all the games. Wow, we're so good.
We're
it
only
goes
like
so smoothly with Terry not here, huh? Asking questions, telling you to shut up and stuff.
You said it, not me.
We don't need it. Who needs Terry?
You said it, not me, my guy. You said it, not me.
Terry, can you please make sure you still do it?
Oh yeah.
Gonna make it
No, I'm buying it. Nothing.
We love you though.
My dog. So Airborne.
We're going 4 now.
Yes, we're going 4.
Okay, how are you going now? We're going 3, 4.
Wherever the boat floats, my bloat. So Div 4. Oh, that's not the expression. I don't know what it is. I was shocked to see the outcome in this game.
What are we talking about now?
Villains and Airborne. Villains.
Oh
and
my
god!
Okay,
so
you talk about it first.
Okay, so this game was 30-16.
Yep.
With 7 minutes left.
Yep.
Incorrect. It was 30-14 with 7 minutes left.
Yep.
30-14. I think I remember hearing the score was around that score, and McKay, the game's over. Then I just transferred from my game. I come to the circle, and Game's like, I was impressed when I was like, you guys won? He's like, we came the other team through. I was like, wait, you guys won. They were down, like I said, by 16 points with 7 minutes in this game.
Yep.
They score a touchdown to make it 30-20.
Yep.
They get the 2 points to Baby to make it 30-22.
And Baby also got the touchdown.
And Baby got the touchdown. That's
no, the 2-point cover was to Gregory.
That's what I said. 30-22.
Who said he's only a rusher? Who said that?
He's also a super, super nice guy.
Yeah.
Like very, very nice.
Probably the nicest guy in the league after you.
Respect. Okay, 30-22 at this point.
Do we have a award for nicest guy? Yeah, it's Mathieu Demers award, no?
Is that what it's called?
I think we changed it.
Not the Chris or Steve award.
No.
No. Alright, 30-22 at this point. Okay, it's 30-22. Then it's just like, okay, chill, whatever. We're undefeated. We've been here before. We're okay. We're going to milk the clock. We're going to win the game. That's not what happened. Illegal forward pass on 4th down.
Yep.
You go for it riskily. I don't mind going for it, but you can't make it a mistake of crossing the line of scrimmage,
but
right?
The thing, though, they went for it. They were on their own 5-yard line.
Or we don't care about that. Going for it is okay.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
You're up by 8, not 9. If you're up by 9, maybe you chew a little more clock if you punt it. 8's okay. That's not the wrong decision. The wrong play was to throw it 4 once passing the scrimmage. Okay, no problem. It's still up by 8. Very next play.
They had the first down, by the way.
No way.
Yeah.
Very next play, Airborne gets the ball, touchdown, 30-28. Okay, let's take a deep breath, Villains. We're okay. 2-point conversion is good by maybe Maynard. At this point, maybe Maynard. 30-30.
In a blink of an eye.
At this point, all hell breaks loose. 30-30. Very next play, Greg gets a sack. A safety sack.
Who
Greg
said he's not a rusher?
Who said he's just a rusher? 30-30, and that's all she wrote. Airborne comes back. This is one of the more incredible comebacks I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, it was.
Considering the time left in the game.
Yeah. You want me to tell you how I saw it as a scorekeeper?
Heck yeah.
Who was scoring, probably reffing his 3rd or 4th game of the day? I told myself, You know there's a rumor.
He was scorekeeping in this game?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
You know there's a rumor going around about Gabby time? I don't know.
I think I've heard that.
Yeah.
No.
I told myself,
Yeah.
if Airborne they don't score here,
Yeah.
with 7 minutes left,
Yeah.
they were in the red zone. I told myself, if they're not scoring here, I'm running Gabby time.
Yeah.
The game is done.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
down 16, 7. The other team has the ball. They've been scoring at will all game. Like, it's game, right? Then they score. I'm like, uh-oh, no Gabby time. 2-point convert. 1 possession game. Uh-oh, no Gabby time.
Heck no.
Then illegal, everything you just mentioned. Bam, bam, bam. And I'm like,
It's like a movie, and you see it, that's unrealistic. That would never happen.
I think Disney reached out to Maynard after the game to ask him, hey, can we have the script and shit?
They're going to call it the Maynards now.
My guy, that was really impressive. But at the same time, like, not to take anything away from Airborne. Not to take anything away from Airborne.
They're going to take something away from Airborne.
No, I'm just going to talk about villains. They took the foot off the pedal. They not only took the foot off the pedal, they got out of the fucking car. They
parked it, eh?
They parked it, they locked the car. In their mind, it was game.
Yeah.
And bang, 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 you lose to, what was their record?
3-6 before that, because they just ass-whooped Terry the game before.
3-4. No, they were 3-4. They're 4-4 now.
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
You said 3-6.
Well, that's what I meant.
They were 3-4 right before the game. Villains are undefeated in this division. I think at halftime I went to John and I told them Villains are too strong for the division.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do something about
Well, because you know what, if it was the other way around, I wouldn't have been that surprised if Villains made a comeback like that.
For sure.
But because Airborne was the underdog and it came back, I gotta give shout outs to Terry. His bold prediction was Airborne would go 2-0.
Yeah.
And they did go 2-0.
Yeah, you mentioned that, right?
They did. You gotta give Phil some so they're gonna go.
But was it bold enough though?
Yeah, because they were playing like butt. Well, no, they're actually hot. I gotta give him and myself a little credit because I did say the sleeper team of Division 4 was Airborne.
They ain't sleeping no more.
If you sleeping, they ain't snoozing. Okay, let's move on. I don't know what I did there. Idaho comes back. No. Beats Drama Club 27-26. What the heck is wrong with Drama Club? No, for real, what's wrong with Drama Club?
Simon Valikes throwing the ball. That's
No,
what's wrong with them.
He went 15 of 30. That's not great. 114 yards was even more ungreat. But he only threw 1 interception, 4 touchdowns. They still scored 26
but we
points.
talked about that before.
And what did we say?
No. Like, for me, he only threw 1 interception. How many turnover on downs he had?
You know what? I respect that. I respect that.
For me, okay, you didn't throw 7 interceptions, but if you had 6 turnover on downs, I mean, c'est pas mieux big, là. Because most of the time, anyway, people bat down the ball, so it would have been an interception anyway, right?
Breach.
He had, let's count.
Well, he didn't get sacked in this game.
Yeah, but you talk. He had 1 punt.
Well, he didn't get sacked in this game.
1 interception.
Shout out to Mason Miller, 10 catches, 77 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Bro, he didn't have that much.
Well, you know what it was? I think they take long to score. Right? No, so they chew the clock.
Idaho, they chew clock, my guy.
I know.
What the hell? Yeah, they got the ball at 11:24. They gave it back at 6:17. Then they got the ball at 4 minutes. They chew the whole clock to end the half. Then they got the ball to start the second half. They give it back with 16 minutes left.
Mama says sometimes what take what the defense gives you.
Oh my god.
So 27-26, impressive win by Idaho here. But Idaho, good stuff, good catch. I am disappointed in what we've seen from Java Club this year. I score kept one of their games, I think. But anyways, this team is better than 2-6 record.
But poor bro, they're sitting at 2-6. Their differential is 2.
So it just shows they can't win close games.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're not having a bad season. Maybe they're just unlucky.
Well, they're having a bad season at 2-6.
No. What I mean by that is maybe they're not playing that bad. Maybe they're just not able to win close games. Maybe the ball's not bouncing their ways. Like they lost by 1 point against. Yeah, okay, you lost against Cyclone. Yeah, you suck.
They lost against Cyclones. At that point, season should be over.
Yeah, you're right.
However,
what
our segues have been very good today.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cyclones, let's jump to Cyclones.
Yeah, but we haven't even talked about that.
We're like the show's going to be about 4 hours if we continue at this pace.
Are you serious?
Yeah, trust.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, bro. Plus, we'll hate a little less on.
Okay, but I just want to say, I mentioned David Brisson, who was throwing for Idaho. Is he the QB usually?
Brisson? Yeah, he is.
He is?
Yeah, Brisson.
My bad. Sorry, guys. No, for real. Shout out to Masson Miller, who had 10 receptions, 77 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and the 2-point conversion.
If you're listening, that's what I said before. My boy from baseball.
You said that for real? No, but I wasn't listening.
Not many people do.
Okay, Cyclones.
So they win against Iron Wolves.
That's crazy.
The question was, do they have a quarterback? Johnny Manziel was back. He threw for 6 tutties, no picks, $191 in this one.
I think it's their quarterback.
I mean,
it's not going to change anything anyway, right? He's going to be their quarterback for the rest of the season because anyway, they're not making playoffs.
In the next game, he threw 5 picks.
Exactly my point.
So it's a bit up and down.
Yeah, but they were playing Super Friends.
That's true.
Super Friends are super good.
Good stuff. but Cyclone season, as weird as this is for me to say, is not over. They're 2-5. That splitting their 1-1 is pretty big for them. They're only 1 game behind a playoff spot, which is Ross who holds it right now. So things can change for Cyclones. But getting the 1 win was big against Iron Wolves. They were underdogs in that one. I guess we talked about them for a little. Can they make a push to the playoffs and squeeze in?
I was looking at
with Yannick at quarterback.
I was looking at their schedule.
Yeah.
Let me just see something. They're playing Rossos, who are on the last spot of the playoffs so far. They're playing Airborne, who are 7th, so second to last spot for the playoffs. And they're playing Black Diamonds, who are last in the division, and they have Terry Babalisa throwing, who can't run. So every time he throws the ball, you hear quack quack. So
to answer the question,
if Cyclones go 3-0, they finish the season 5-5. Their points against are not going to help them.
There's a chance 4-6 squeezes you in. I say there's about a 21% chance they squeeze into the playoffs.
Yeah, that you just took that number out of your ass.
Oh, 100%. I saw it right there, 21%.
If they go undefeated, they're making the playoffs. But what are the chances for them going undefeated? Can they beat Rossos? Can they beat Rossos?
Yes, but probably not.
Can they beat Airborne?
I think they'd be about 3.5 point underdogs in that one, so they can beat them.
But I think with the way Airborne just played against Villains,
yeah, no, I pick Airborne.
So they're not making the playoffs.
Well, the thing is, like I said, if they go 4-6, there's a chance they also make the playoffs. So they go 2-1 in the last 3 games.
They just have to win one of those 2 games we just finished, because they're winning against Black Diamonds for sure.
I'm not sure. I can see Terry picking up his SJSIT before the season ends. But their destiny's in their hands. If they go 3-0, I'm sure they'll make it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Les Bouchers. That's another thing we have to mention. Oh no, my bad. The other way around. Les Bouchers were disappointing this weekend.
Yeah, they lost to Rossos. Big win by Rossos. Huge win by Rossos.
Yeah. Terry also mentioned that he sucked.
Yeah, he had ice score kept the game. I ref the game too.
Against Airborne.
Yeah, he didn't play well.
Maybe because he wanted his bold prediction to be right.
That's true. And also, Airborne's defense came to play.
But did Terry really suck?
Yeah, he played one. He told me he played one of his worst games he ever played.
Wow.
That's the words that came out of Balase's mouth. But he didn't play well. But the Airborne's defense made some plays. Guillaume Maynard, Baby had a few nice picks. Greg rushed very well. Edler Greg had some interceptions. Airborne's not a team you want to play right now, so I'm not giving Terry the pass, but they played well defensively.
I have another note right here saying Airborne might actually be good. Well, beating Villains and making Terry your BEBITCH.
Yep.
You're probably good.
Some say they're good. This includes some right here. Division 2!
Okay, but wait. So far we did 3-4?
Yeah.
And now we're going to 2?
We're going to 2.
Okay, so we're finishing with 1. 5 after?
We'll see. Depends on what I feel like.
Okay, Division 2.
Division 2. Let's start with the first game.
Shout out for the player of the week. Another shout out this episode. Jerome Hovington. Who? He made us his BITCH this weekend.
He had a very good game.
He had an unbelievable game.
Final score in this game was 52-46 for Idaho over Thunder Buddies. You and I played in that game. For me, the play of the game...
I really don't feel like I played in that game, but yes.
Yeah, maybe you didn't. Okay, so the TSN turning point in this one was end of the half. The game was tied. There was about 18 seconds left, and Jerome took I think it was a 10-yard in, a
post.
A short post.
Yeah.
Broke 3 tackles, touchdown. That gave them the lead. They went for 2, and they were up 26-18 at half. And the game wasn't over then, but we were getting balls, so we didn't have a chance to double dip.
Nope.
and it was a great play made by him. And this game was filled with highlights. I think it was like SEC offense against offense. First top wins the game, and
it's crazy.
It's a fun game to be in.
There was 3 guys in that game who had over 100 yards. Marvin with 116.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, he's third on my list. Then you have yourself having 151.
Yeah.
You're not even first on that list. And then you have Jerome leading the way with 168, $168.
$168.
9 receptions. Not only that, 3 touchdowns. Not only that, 2 2-point converts. Not 1 1-point convert. Not 2 1-point convert. Not 1 2-point convert. 2 2-point converts.
Who's calling defense for Thunder Buddies?
You.
Gosh,
I mean, come on now.
This is like, hey, take away being a Thunder Buddy, and this was a fun game to play in.
No, it wasn't.
Like, well, I had a fun time playing in this game.
I hope so. You had 100.
No, I just mean the way the game.
No, for sure.
The way the game was going.
No, for sure. We have, We have a lot of friends on the other side. There was Manu, Dave, Marvin, Jerome. There was Brady. There was Ryan Flood also. Like everybody's chilling on that squad.
And give credit to them, they were only 6. It was hot. They were only 6. They had played a game before, and we were 9.
Yeah. Idaho dropped a big game at the beginning of the day against Jager.
Okay, so this leads to a question that Terry was going to ask, and I was going to ask it even if you didn't tell us to ask it, because I thought about it before he was going to ask us to ask it. Who do you think the favorite is in Division 2?
I think it's true. I was going to say Nice TDs, and then I turned around and I saw Nice TD got crushed against Marvels, but I don't think DeMario Cooper was throwing in that game.
No.
He
Flash
wasn't
there.
He was, and Flash wasn't there. So for me, it's still Nice TDs.
You think Nice TDs is the favorite?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. With their lineup, with DeMario there, and Flash there, and Heaney there, and Chris there, how can you not pick them?
I don't think they're the favorite.
Who's the favorite then?
I think it's Jager Bomb.
I don't think it's Jager Bomb.
I think right now, Division 2, the favorite is Jager Bomb.
I
know they're 4-2. They played 2 less games and have 2 less wins.
But Nice TDs beat Jager Bomb. Oh, but Simon wasn't
there. It was a 3-point game. Not that makes a difference. But that was a while ago. And that was a good game. But it's crazy when you think about it. Like, you could make the case that Thunder Buddies is the 4th favorite right now. Right? Think about that. Up until last game, Thunder Buddies won. Well, they had lost the forfeit game. But in games where
they actually played,
they were undefeated, right? And now we could say, you can make the case Idaho's favored over Thunder Buddies, right? They just beat us. They want to know.
100%.
You can make the case Nice TDs is favored over.
100%.
And you can make the case that Jager Bomb's favored over Thunder Buddies because they just beat a team that Thunder Buddies lost to.
Yeah.
Division 2's fun.
For sure.
So your favorite is Thunder Buddies, Nice TDs.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm still sticking with Nice TDs.
Okay, I don't think there's a wrong answer for this guy.
For me, like...
or Pocket Rockets. Well, I don't know.
Like, listen.
Yeah.
In Division 2, there's 5 teams that on paper are really, really, really strong. You have Idaho, you have Thunder, you have Master Chiefs, you have Nice TDs, you have Jager Bomb. Not to take anything away from Sprint Gang, Pockets, or Marvels, right? Marvels just be Nice TDs. Yes, they were missing some players, but that's exactly what you have to do when a team is missing players. You have to win. You have to win big. They won 40 to 18. They did exactly what they had.
I control that.
Exactly. So for me, it's the funniest division in the whole league.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Is that the word? Funniest?
Most funny. I don't think funniest.
Most fun. Most fun. It's the most fun division in the whole league.
I think
hands down.
is a word.
It's hands down. Okay, but we don't.
No, I want to know what's bugging.
Okay, you want to know? Okay. Like there's not a wrong answer to answer your question. I feel like the team who's going.
Funniest is a word.
Funniest is a word.
It's funnest. That's not a word.
Okay. Personally, for me, the team who's going to be favorite is the team who's going to come in hot in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. If you lose your last game of the regular season, I don't think we can call you favorite coming into the playoffs.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Even if you won for like the previous 3 games.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think that's my final take on it. Because it's really, really close for me between those 5 teams. like nice cities and Jagerbomb, they have the experience, they have the chemistry, right?
Yeah.
They've been playing together for like 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Master Chiefs, who on paper are unbelievable. They're just missing chemistry. So if they come in hot in the playoffs and they figure out a way to win close games, you're like, who wants to play them? No one. Mm-hmm. Then you have Idaho Utah, who are also a team who've been playing together for a long time. Then you have Marvin to the mix.
Yeah.
And then you have Thunderbirds, who are the defending champ.
It's a fun division to say the least.
It's a really, really fun division.
Yeah.
But put those 5 teams in a hat, go like this, pick, that's your favorite.
I think you can make the case that's the case. Master Chiefs is also in that conversation.
I mentioned them.
And they put up 54 points this weekend.
Yeah, but what did you... Yeah, like you just agreed with me, right?
Yeah, I actually agreed. It's tough too, but I have to say I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, they destroyed Spurgeon.
And Ashton scored 6 touchdowns. Ashton has 25 touchdowns in 7 games. Is that what he has?
It looks ridiculous.
25 touchdowns in 7 games.
That's ridiculous.
That is like 3.5 a game.
He leads the division by 8 touchdowns. And behind him are 2 guys from Division 1, Marvin and Alex C. So like you're not leading bums, right? You're not the only Division 1 leading Division 2.
True.
For me, Division 2 right now is 1.5. That's how strong it is.
Yeah.
You have balls all across.
Yeah, facts.
Most of your guys playing Division 1 are playing Division 2.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Except the guys from Jagerbomb, but like more than half the team could play Division 1 anyway.
Yeah.
The only reason why they're not is because like I would love to see Jagerbomb in Division 1 next year.
Yeah.
I would love to see
that. Would be cool. That would be cool.
I think they can give Centurion for sure a run for their money. Mm-hmm. And like they could beat anybody.
Yeah,
they could beat Outlaws, they could match well against anybody.
Yeah.
Because they have the chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, moving from that, coming back to Ashton, I think he's your Division 2 receiver of the year. He's right up there in yards.
Are you allowed to win if you play in Division 1? I don't think you're allowed.
Yeah, but then you're going down to like your 6th guy.
Oh, that's crazy, eh?
Yeah. Your top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait. I'm in touchdowns right now. Your top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys are playing in Division 1. Jerome is playing in Division 1. No, he's not.
Jerome, no.
No, he's not. Okay, yeah. So your top 5 guys are playing in Division 1.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that is. Sometimes it goes like that.
So we mentioned Idaho. We mentioned Jagerbomb beating Idaho early in the morning. It was really good to see Simon Duchesne back on the field. Again, another guy who didn't skip a beat. He only had 6 incompletions. He threw for over 280 yards, 7 touchdowns. He struggled in converts, but I feel like that's normal when because I feel converts are harder to get than like touchdowns in the red zone. I don't know why though. I feel like
because you have to get at that play, maybe the pressure's on,
and the defense has the time to reset. You just allow a touchdown. You don't want to allow a potentially. I don't know. Anyway, he's gonna get his shit together.
Yeah.
I'm sure. It's good to see Louis Mathieu back as a receiver. He's amazingly talented. He's amazingly good. A guy that could play Division 1 easy.
Yeah.
Then you have Jeff Delos, who seem to have that 8-yard hook in the middle, wide open.
Oh, they have that chemistry going. What chemistry they have it. Defensively, I spoke to Brady after the game, and he's like, Jagerbomb's defense was very, very good.
Yeah.
He's like, they just matched us, and there wasn't much we could do about it. That's not something you hear to Brady often, right?
Yeah, and Jerome had himself a day, right?
Oh, yeah.
9 reception, 91 yards. He could have, given a little bit more effort and hit a buck, but whatever.
Yeah. He slacked a little bit, but no one's perfect.
Come on.
But Marvel's picking up a big win. And, Spritzgang are, of course, still alive, even though they lost. It's going to be tough.
Can you say that again? I didn't get a word.
I said Spritzgang they lost, but they're still in the playoff mix. It's going to be tough for them to make the playoffs, though. They're playing, Master Chiefs again, that I think that it's going to be tough for them. Master Chiefs overall have the better team, but Marvels and Master Chiefs right now battling for that spot. It's going to be a big weekend for both teams. They don't play each other this weekend.
No.
Master Chiefs has Spritzgang again, and Marvels have Pocket Rockets. That's going to be a big game to follow. It'd be interesting to see if Marvels Pocket Rockets are battling for a playoff spot, so that'll be a good one this weekend. But if Marvels are playing against No, they're not. I was going to say, if Marvels are playing against...
Jagerbomb?
No, not Jagerbomb. If Marvels are playing against Master Chiefs.
They are playing.
Oh, they are playing Master Chiefs.
Yeah.
There you go.
Week
Week 12. That could be the matchup to watch. Week 12, Marvels Master Chiefs.
Yeah, if Marvels, Marvel still have to win their next 2 games, though, to still make this game relevant.
Maybe one.
Because I don't think Master Chiefs are losing against Spurs game this weekend.
Me neither.
And then Master Chiefs are playing Marvels to end their season, if I'm not mistaken. No, and then, Marvels, they have to go 2-0 to make that game interesting.
And they can. They have 2, Pocket Rockets, Spritzgang, they could win both those games.
Yeah. So right now, if you had to pick 2 teams, so I'm giving you Pocket Rockets, Marvels, Master Chiefs, Spritzgangs. Who's making the playoff? 2 out of the 4 teams are making the playoffs.
Pocket Rockets and Master Chiefs.
Really, huh?
Mm-hmm. Pocket Rockets, Master Chiefs. I think if I had to bet Marvels and Spritzgang, just miss out. That's my prediction.
I think I agree.
Spritzgang are 2-6. Marvels are 2-4, but I just feel like Master Chiefs. I think they're just too good of a team. They're too good of a roster to miss the playoffs.
For me, Master Chiefs, it's a guarantee. Master Chiefs are winning their next game against Spritzgang. They're getting into the playoffs and they're not getting out anymore.
So, better chance that Pocket Rockets make the playoffs or Master Chiefs?
Master Chiefs.
Even though they have a win less.
Master Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah. Master Chiefs. It's not even a question.
You believe in the Chiefs? That was Terry, eh?
He also called me.
Yeah, I saw that. Do we answer?
We could, but why?
I don't know. What do you think he's asking us? My speaker doesn't work.
Your speaker doesn't work?
No.
Yo, we're still filming the show. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be done soon.
Exactly. You're not on speaker, by the way. Okay, bye.
He didn't want to be a part of the show when he's not part of the show. Okay, good stuff. Div 5.
I like it. I wanted to go Div 5 first, too.
Come on, there you go now.
Okay, Div 5. Let me see the notes I have right here. Div 5. Huge win for Improbable against Legendary.
Yes.
Wow. That's a surprise for me.
They've been surprising me all year long. I pick against them all year long, and they win.
The thing with Improbable, though,
4-2. Wow, that's
yeah,
impressive.
but the Improbable, it's football knowledge.
Yeah,
When you have a guy like Alex Laroche who leads the way,
touchdowns.
they needed 2 games to get their shit together.
Yeah.
Okay, who's playing who? Okay, let's try this scheme. Okay, that's our identity right
Identity.
now. Identity. Say the word.
Identity.
There you go. Right now, 4 wins in a row.
I'm not sure I can pick against Improbable this week, even though I really, really want to.
They're going to kiss my pass.
I don't think I can do it. I just don't think I can do it.
No, for sure, you're not picking against them. Are you serious? Kiss my pass have 1 win in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're obviously picking Improbable. Are you serious?
You gotta wait and see, folks. Check Facebook. Laroche 4 touchdowns in this game.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. He's one of the guys in the whole league that has the most knowledge in football.
Agreed.
Football.
Agreed. Goldcheck, our boy, 3 picks, big 6.
Another baller.
Big stuff there. Sarah Peeps continue winning there. They won 46-12 against Weekend Warriors. Sarah Peeps are by far the favorites in this division, right? We talked about that.
Yeah. They got a big win against Los Politos and another big win against Weekend Warriors. Listen, for me, Sour Peeps are going to be really, really hard to beat. They're 7-0. They feel like they've been cruising since the beginning of the season. Their differential is 116. They were able to win close games.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you love about a team being undefeated. You don't want to blow people out of the water.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned that before.
Yeah, it helps, but if you're able to clutch up.
Yes, for sure, because coming playoff time...
Gotta slow that heartbeat down.
Coming playoff time, most games are going to be tight.
Yeah.
Right? You don't see a lot of blowouts in playoffs.
No.
People show up, they show up ready.
Mm-hmm.
Most time than not, you have like your full lineup.
Just.
If I had to pick a team right now with like 3 weeks left, I think I'd go Sour Peeps also.
I think Mimosa Crew is going to be the team that challenges them the most. I think on the few weeks ago I mentioned Bearhood. I ref Bearhood this week. They look good, 26-6 victory over Big Booties. But Big Booties just don't seem to be on the same page right now. I think this is a team I said I'm disappointed in them. And they have D1 knowledge, right, with with Josh throwing and Max playing receiver. And look, Josh doesn't play D1 quarterback, but he's still a Division I player, so I thought things would have went a little bit better there. But I think it's just they had to get the season under their belt, get all on the same page. And Barrett are good. They're good. They have the team to win the championship, for sure. Simal's been playing well. He's got ballers around him. Yeah. They're a very good team defensively. Just know the game. They have a full roster. Everyone knows their positions on the team. And
shout out to Simon, who also completed to pass to 8 different receivers.
Good call. That's a good call.
Tough to do.
Yeah.
You'd love to see that, though.
Yeah, for sure. Spread the ball, spread the wealth. This team is good. But for Mimosa Crew...
also, sorry for Bearhood. Big shout out to Benjamin Faubert, who had 2 picks in that game.
Oh, he's solid. Yeah.
He's a really, really good player. And
yes.
Bearhood, I can see them giving a run for their money to Sour Peeps.
If Mimosa Crew and Bearhood played in the semifinals game, who would you pick?
Well, they're going to play against each other in week 11.
Let's say fast forward a few weeks, and it's the semifinals.
I think I'm going Bearhood.
I think I go Mimosa Crew.
I don't know why I don't trust Mimosa Crew.
I'm not sure I did either, but I feel like maybe their year. I think they're due.
Look at Mimosa Crew, right? They dropped a game against Big Booties, and they dropped a game against Titans. How can you lose those 2 games?
I mean, look, Titans aren't bad. I know they don't play up to their potential, but Titans are not a bad
team. They're 3-3, and Big Booties are 3-4. You lost to two teams who have no winning records.
Agreed, but they also beat them. Balzac Hurts. It's a good team.
I don't trust Mimosa Crew. If I had to
also being Tropic Thunder.
If I had to rank them, I'd go Sour Peeps, Bearhood, Mimosa Crew. And I think there's an argument you can make that Phoenix are over Mimosa Crew.
I think you can make the argument. But just defensively, this team is solid. You look at their players on Mimosa Crew defensively. 3 picks, 7 picks, 1 pick, 3 picks, 3 picks, 1 pick, 1 pick. That's a lot of picks. And I know Division 5 there are going to be a lot of interceptions, but...
I really, really, really... Like, not to take anything away from Mimosa Crew, I just think the football gods are on their side. Their schedule are somewhat easy. Yes, they're ending the year against Bearhood. But besides that, they didn't really get any challenge all year. Legendary, it's a new team. They played against them week 1. It was an easy win. Then my Balzac Hurts, I don't feel like they're that good. They only won by 5. Then you struggle against Tropic Thunder. You lose against Big Booties. Yes, you had a big win against Kiss My Pass, but I don't feel like Kiss My Pass are a strong team in the division. You struggle against Weekend Warriors. You lose against Titans. I think Mimosa Crew are a fraud.
How do you check stats for teams? Like team stats? Who has the most picks as a team?
That's a really good question.
You can go to stats, but then it shows individual stats.
I have no clue. I don't know. Where's Terry when you need it?
Preach, hit us up. You think Mimosa Crew are a fraud?
I really, really think Mimosa Crew are a fraud. You know how confident I am that they are a fraud? I think this week, is it this weekend? No, it's next weekend.
That's going to be a big test, Bearhood. They got to buy this week. They got to chill with the mimosas.
I think Bearhood are blowing them out of the water. I think Bearhood are winning by 30 plus in that game.
I think depending what happens this weekend, is Bearhood playing this weekend? Depending what happens this weekend, I think I pick Mimosa Crew right now.
Mimosa Crew are a fraud. You heard it here first. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. The only team I don't want them to prove me wrong are Average Joes.
Yeah.
But all the other teams prove me wrong.
Mimosa start cooning it up. Is that it for D5?
Mm-hmm.
Division 1. Uno.
Division 1 is going to be fast because there was only Uno game this weekend. And lucky enough, I repped that game.
You did.
I did. And I got to give a big shout out to Dylan. Listen.
Say more.
Dylan is, and I say that politely, right? Dylan is an animal that MFL is trying to keep in a cage. If Dylan was allowed to trash talk, I think he'd be the hardest guy to play against in the whole league.
That's some big words.
And that's where I'm going with it. He got into Louis Archambault's head. Is it Louis or Gabriel? Gabriel. He got into Gabriel Archambault's head with one sentence. He looked at him straight in the eyes. He was rushing him. So he looked at him straight in the eyes. He went. I swear to God, he went. He said, "You can't win games with 3 sleds. With the 3-yard sleds."
I heard that too.
You can't fight him for that, right?
No,
because he said it with such poise.
Yeah.
And he said it and he believed that shit. And then Gabriel looked at him and I feel like Gabriel believed that shit. And then he tried to throw deeper balls left and right, and then he threw a pick like two plays after, and then Dylan starts screaming, "You can't win championship with 3 sets." And then I'm like, I'm riffing together, and I'm like, I can't flag him.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, nothing illegal.
And then John gets into the field, and he whistles, and he gives a warning to the teams.
Yeah.
To like tone it
Keep
down.
it down.
And then I looked at John, and I'm like, what's the warning for?
Yeah.
He didn't do anything wrong. He just got into Gabriel's head.
Yeah. And
that was the turning point of the game.
Well, that's the best part about Dylan's game, right? There's his tackling and his trash talking. His trash talking is probably 1A, his tackling is 1B. But it's similar to Flash. What makes them better players is their passion and the way they talk.
If you allow them to talk, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
No. And he prides himself on playing good defense. Dylan does, right?
Yeah. And he balled out.
Yeah.
And recently he's been rushing also. He's been dropping Manu into coverage from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
He had a pick in that game. He had 3 tackles. But man, I gotta mention Vinny. Vinny had 13.
I couldn't believe it when I saw that.
13 tackles.
Like, what was it? He was just like all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
He was all over the place. You know, sometimes you're like, oh, I got 13 tackles, but like the first question you ask yourself is, yeah, but what's the
because on you?
They weren't.
No.
He was all over the place. I think he played defense for most of the game. If I'm not mistaken, the whole game he didn't play any offense.
No, that's his role of defense.
But then he was tackling everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah,
everything. It was really, really nice to see. Dylan got a pick. Haney got a pick. Flash got a pick. Ashton got a pick 1.
Because this game was close for a while, eh?
It was close for a while.
And then they kind of blew open a little bit for Holy Trollers, and teams were playing catch up.
It blew open right after that trash talk. That one sentence. It was really, 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 really something to see. You can't win games with 3-yard slants. That's all she wrote.
And unfortunately for Centurions, that loss proves very costly because
I think they're out of the playoffs.
They're not officially eliminated. They're 2-6.
Mathematically, I think they're out. Because they have 2 games left, right?
Yeah.
Let's say they go 2-0.
Yeah, they're 4-6.
Okay. Let's say they go 2-0, and let's say Trollers go 0-2.
Yeah. 4-6, 4-6. Who do Trollers play Centurions again? That's what we have to figure out first of all.
No, they're not.
We play Centurions again.
Yeah,
Wolves.
But that doesn't mean anything.
No, it does. Because our playoff spot is not guaranteed. The Iron Wolves playoff spot is not guaranteed.
But do you have the tiebreaker over Centurion?
Or 1-1.
You're 1-1. So it's going to come down to points against, right?
No, because they're playing us. If they win against us, they'll be 2-1 against us.
No, they're not playing you in the season.
Oh, yeah, they are.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. They're not done.
So if we lose out as Centurions
winning against
us,
you guys,
then I believe they grab the spot.
Yeah, because it's head-to-head, if we're not mistaken.
Yes, well, 2 teams, yes.
2 teams, yes. But it has to be a 2. That's the thing, though. They're not controlling their destiny.
No, their chances are very slim. Iron Wolves, I got good news. If we win this weekend, we're in a playoff spot.
Yep, and Centurion are officially eliminated. They are. If they lose this weekend, they're officially eliminated.
Even if Trollers go 4-6?
Yeah. Trollers have the tiebreak.
The head-to-head?
I think so. Let me check. They won in week 2 against them, and they won. Yeah. Trollers have the head-to-head, and points against Centurion. They're first by 4.
So Centurions are going to be cheering for the Trollers this weekend then.
Yep.
Only one game this weekend in Division 1. Iron Wolves will Trollers. It's the rubber match.
It's going to be a big one.
Is it the rubber match? Or no, never mind. We're 1-0 against them. Second time playing them.
Yep.
First time was close. But yeah, Div won this weekend. It was just that game, and just like we like to see, the overall standings is very close.
Yep.
Wilcock 5-3, Outlaws 5-4, Wolfies at 4-3, and Trolls at 4-4.
Yeah, Trollers ending their season against Wolves.
Back to back.
Back to back. Well, playing Wolves by week, then playing Wolves again.
Yeah.
They've been playing really, really, really good in their past 2 games. Even in their past 3 games, I'd say they lost a tight one against Outlaws on the last play of the game, but they didn't play bad. They also lost a 1-point game against Iron Wolves. So, who's the favorite right now?
You're doing it again, eh?
Yeah, because look at Cole Cook. Right?
I think it has to be Cook.
Yeah, I agree with that. It has to be Cole Cook. It has to be Cole Cook.
They beat Centurions their last 2 games.
But yeah, but they did exactly what they had to do.
Right. They did lose the last time they played 2 teams in the playoffs, which is Outlaws and Iron Wolves. But right now, I don't think you can make a case that Outlaws are favorites.
No.
Just because of the way they've recently played.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
for me, it's between Cole Cook and Trollers. Or Iron Wolves?
4 straight wins for the Wolves.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's between the Wolves, Trollers. Yeah, I feel like this weekend we're going to be able to, move away from either Wolves or Trollers.
Yeah.
The winner of that game are going to put themselves as favorite with Cole Cook.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's going to be a big game.
Yeah.
Big game this weekend.
It's exciting.
11
o'clock, folks.
Yep. It's nice that it's I don't like to see only one game in a weekend in Division 1, but it's nice that it's this one. It's a big one.
Yeah.
You're going to want to watch it, and it's going to be at 11 at Le Bear?
Le Bear, yeah.
Le
we always
Bear.
play Le Bear.
Le Bear.
Alrighty, folks.
Bold
predictions. I'll let you go first. I'll let you choose a division. I'm going to choose my own division, so don't pick the division I choose.
Okay, but tell me your
I
division
won't. I
first.
want to see if you pick it.
Okay, so if I pick it, you're going to tell me no, you're going to pick another
That's
one.
correct.
No, just tell me which one you're going to pick.
6. You saw my finger, eh?
Yeah, you went to Division 3.
Why'd you look?
Okay, we said Division 2 is the best division in the whole league, so we're going Division 2.
You do Division 2?
Yep.
Okay, I'll go first. I know you like to buy a little bit of time.
Yep.
Division 3, this week, bold prediction. I'm going to go Double Dippers, Mustard Tigers.
Double Dippers, Mustard Tigers. Okay.
Yes. Double Dippers, Mustard Tigers. What am I going to pick in this game? Okay. I'll let the cat out of the bag right now. I'm going to pick Double Dippers to win this game.
Not so bold so far.
There will be 2 receivers on Double Dippers
Not so bold so far.
that each have at least 4 receiving touchdowns.
We're at bold.
1 receiver, 2 receiver, both of them have at least 4 receiving touchdowns in this game.
You're not saying from which...
No, Double Dippers.
Oh, from Double
Yes, from Double Dippers.
You're not
I'm
saying...
not saying the players. I know Slopitsky C and Manu are the 2 main guys, but this team is full of ballers, so I'm going to say 2 receivers on Double Dippers get 4 receiving touchdowns or more in Double Dippers' victory over Mustard Tigers. I'm sorry, I don't think I could have bought you more time than that.
No, I'm good.
You ready?
Good to go, yeah. I'm going D2. I'm going Master Chief Spritz Gang. And I'm going to go Super Bowl. Master Chiefs are winning a close one. I'm kidding. It's actually Super Bowl.
Every Bowl.
Spritz Gang are winning that game. Yes, I said it.
I like it. Don't forget Spritz Gang. Mario threw last week, right? Jess wasn't there.
But I feel like everybody's going to be back.
No, that's what I mean. So last week may not be a good indicator.
I know. Spritz Gang are winning the game.
Okay, I like it.
And they're winning the game on a pick one return. Master Chief are going to tie the game. Last play of the game, pick one return. And I'm going to say I'm not gonna say the name because now I'm stretching.
Yeah. You're gonna say it's
so
gonna be ranked.
So that's it. Spritz Gang winning the game.
Pick one.
Last
play of the game.
Last play of the game.
Shut your mouth.
Yup.
That's a good one. You know what Terry would have said? Terry would have said, there's going to be at least one touchdown in the first half. Man, that's bold. All right, folks. That's it. Is that it?
I think that's it, but...
we
we didn't mention this. I wanted to mention it. Sorry, that was really hard. I'm sorry. I love Willie, I swear. We didn't mention it.
What?
Andrew is on steroids. He is on... We have to test him.
For speed?
For everything.
He's pretty jacked, eh?
Bro, the guy is playing out of his mind.
I wish some guys would cover the deep when they play against him.
No, it's uncoverable.
It's
impossible to cover.
I would
he had 148 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick on defense. He is all over the place.
He probably averages the most yards per catch in
MFL
MFL history.
By far.
And probably by double, as weird as it sounds.
Yeah. Can we look at this?
Like, I don't know if Matt. I think there's an unwritten contract between him and Max that he's not allowed to catch a receiving pass under 15 yards. No, don't try and look it up, bro. The stats on the site aren't bang bang. But yeah, Andrew has, like I said, we talk about Madden covers. Division 1 for me, it's flashy.
Andrew is like, for me to beat trollers, you have to stop Andrew, but you can't stop Andrew.
So you can't beat trollers.
So how do you beat trollers? I think at one point Santonio had to cover 3, and Andrew caught a 45-yard bomb with like 15 yards between him and the last defender. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. It
was ridiculous.
Speed kills.
Yeah.
Speed kills. You can't teach speed.
And his name is Flash.
For a reason.
I'm not going to say it.
You know who also is Flash? D-Wade, baby. D-Wade.
So, sorry, because I went back to the notes and we forgot to mention that.
It's good stuff.
So, folks, be there next weekend.
Playoff push is for real, folks. Seeding matters, games matter, every inch, every yard, every catch.
Let's hope for good weather.
Yeah.
Because I think in the past month we had rain, and like 56 degrees.
Yeah.
Let's try
I'll take rain this weekend over the heat we had. Heat Nation. But I will take rain over the heat we had.
Yeah, I agree. Bring water, bring Gatorade, bring your A game, bring your hands, bring your jukes, and
stay hydrated like it's the desert.
Yep.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of MFL Total Access. It was a pleasure. See you Saturday.